Yeah, I think it's time for a story. So, who doesn't like a story? This story is called Andy the Frog, featuring long and convoluted metaphors. And I'll warn you, one of those long, convoluted metaphors services. So here we go. Once upon a time, there was a frog named Andy. Andy lived at the Patton Park Pond and had never hopped anywhere else in his entire frog life. He had 3 best friends: Millie, who never left her lily pad; Billy, who was always getting hopping mad; and Roger, who was arrested for possession of tadpole porn. Andy lived a peaceful life until one Sunday morning he saw something hop across the grass on the other side of the pond. Millie, Billy, Roger, look, said Andy. Across the pond stood the most beautiful frog Andy had ever seen, and this is the first long convoluted metaphor. As if Andy had personified multiple versions of every letter of the alphabet, and then one group of letters tried to convince him that the Holocaust never happened. He couldn't believe his eyes. Don't reward that stupid shit. Do not reward that stupid shit. It gets worse. She's beautiful, said Billy. She's gorgeous, said Millie. Bit old for my taste, said Roger. Classic Roger. And then she was gone. I need to go find her, said Andy. I need to follow my heart. And so Andy hopped away from his pond for the first time in a quest for love and followed the beautiful frog's footsteps into the forest. He then came across a turtle. You can't pass, said the turtle. Please, said Andy. No, said the turtle. Then there was a rustling in the bushes, and, like a man who had been shot in the chest with a rifle, the turtle was shot in the chest with a rifle. Andy said thanks to the nearby hunter. He couldn't believe his luck. Like an abusive husband who abuses not with physical violence, but by throwing random parties, it struck him by surprise. He wanted to keep going, but at this point, like a guy who was offered a free dream catcher on the street by a dude who said, hey, I'll rub your chest a bit if you just give me one for free. He didn't feel up for it. And he wanted to keep going, but at this point, like the doctor of the Kenyan track team, his patience ran thin. All right. That's the one good one. That's for shit. I'll give you that. All right, keep going. Andy continued to follow the beautiful frog's footprints. I need to find her, said Andy, for love. He then came across a giant crocodile. Have you seen a beautiful frog lately, said Andy. The crocodile began to chant. I woke up this morning and I sat on a log. I opened up the menu and the menu said frog. Andy said, no, please let go of me. Oh my God, I can feel myself dying. I'm never gonna find her. There's no God. Fuck! The end. If you were curious, the moral of that story is irrelevant because we're humans. So. The story is called Andy the Frog, featuring long and convoluted metaphors. Before you know these long and convoluted metaphors sort of rears its head. So here we go. Once upon a time, there was a frog named Andy. Andy lived in the Patton Park Pond and never hopped anywhere else his entire frog life. He had 3 best friends. Millie, who never left her lily pad. Billy, who was always hopping mad. And Roger, who was arrested for possession of tadpole porn. One day, Andy saw something hop across the grass on the other side of the pond. Billy, Roger, look, said Andy. Across the pond stood the most beautiful frog Andy had ever seen. She's gorgeous, said Billy. She's beautiful, said Billy. Been all for my taste, said Roger, classic.
Oh my God.
And then she was gone. I need to go find her, said Andy. I need to follow my heart. So Andy followed the beautiful frog's footsteps into the forest. He then came across a turtle. You can't pass, said the turtle. Please, said Andy. No, said the turtle. And this is the first long convoluted metaphor. Then there was a rustling in the bushes, and, like a man who had been shot in the chest with a rifle, the turtle was shot in the chest with a rifle.
Thank you for
Andy kept moving, but at this point, like the doctor of the Kenyan track team, his patience ran thin. Andy kept moving. He then came across a crocodile, and the crocodile began to chant. I woke up this morning and I sat on a log. I opened up the menu and the menu said frog. And he said, no, please let go of me. I can feel myself dying, please. Oh my God, you're ripping out my insides. I can feel it. Oh my God, I'm never gonna find her. There's no God. Fuck! The end.
all of your videos are going to be screaming.
If you're curious, the moral of that story is irrelevant because we're humans. point of the show. I think it's time for a story. Let's do a story.
It's time for a story, it's time for a story. A very special story, especially for you. It's time for a story, it's time for a story. Sit down and listen now, don't be a Jew.
This story is called Andy the Frog. He can be Jewish, it was a glitch. It's called Andy the Frog, featuring long and convoluted similes. And I'll warn you when one of these long, convoluted similes sort of rears its head. Anyway, here we go. Once upon a time, there was a frog named Andy. Andy lived at the Patton Park Pond and had never hopped anywhere else his entire frog life. He had 3 best friends. Millie, who never left her lily pad. Billy, who was always hopping mad. And Roger, who was arrested for possession of tadpole porn. So, one day, Andy saw something hop across the grass the other side of the pond. Millie, Billy, Roger looks at Andy. Across the pond stood the most beautiful frog Andy had ever seen. "She's gorgeous," said Millie. "She's beautiful," said Billy. "Bit old for my taste," said Roger. Classic Roger. But then she was gone. "I need to go find her," said Andy. "I need to follow my little frog heart." So Andy followed the beautiful frog's footsteps into the forest. He then came across a turtle. "You can't pass," said the turtle. "Please," said Andy. "No," said the turtle, and this is the first long, convoluted simile. Then there was a rustling in the bushes, and, like a man who had been shot in the chest with a rifle, the turtle was shot in the chest with a rifle. Anyway, Andy kept moving, and at this point, like the doctor of the Kenyan track team, his patience ran thin. All right. Don't reward that. Jesus. Andy kept moving. He then came across a giant crocodile, and the crocodile began to chant. "I woke up this morning, I sat on a log, I opened up the menu said frog." Andy said, "No, please let go of me, I can feel myself dying and ripping out my inside. I'm never gonna find her, am I? There's no God, is there? Fuck!" The end. That's the end of that story. So you guys get it. Yeah. If you're curious, the moral of that story is irrelevant, because we're humans. That was about a frog, you fucking idiots. What? Why is he angry?